So now we will be looking at the different stages of negotiation and the different expressions we can use at that stage. I will offer you the expressions and I'll give you a few examples to just remember. In my examples I will be talking about a fruit vendor, just so that you don't get confused. So the first stage of negotiation is normally a quite normal conversation, an introductory moment where it's a good idea to have a bit of convivial, normal conversation. Some good tips would be to welcome these people. Welcome to, for example, our head office. Did you have a good journey? Is this your first visit to my fruit vending place? What was the weather like in where you came from? And always a good idea to offer tea and coffee as well. We can do this by asking if you would like any refreshments. Unfortunately, we can't have a normal conversation forever. So at some point, you have to start the negotiation. What we are looking for is a more direct and cheaper way to import our vegetables. Our main concern is for them to be delivered in an ecological way. There are two main areas that we would like to discuss: delivery and price. We'd like to propose that we start a partnership. So there are some good sentence starters. We had what we are looking for is, our main concern is, there are two main areas that we would like to discuss, and we'd like to propose that. Now, as we would always hope, hopefully during your negotiation there will be much agreement, and it's important to be able to express your agreement with good sentence starters. For example, I agree with you on that point. You have a strong point there. That sounds great to us. I am with you on that. Great idea. Brilliant work. We love it. Let's go with that. Okay, so these are really positive ways of showing your fellow negotiator that you are on the same page and that you have found a good agreement between yourselves. However, it's not always like this, so we must know how to disagree in English too. Here are some expressions. I understand where you're coming from, however, maybe it would be, I understand where you're coming from, however, we have a different vision. I can't quite agree with you on that point. I'm afraid we have some reservations on that point. I'm afraid I had something different in mind for this strategy. We were thinking of a different strategy. I don't think we are on the same page here. So these expressions show us that it is more than possible to have no agreement, to be in total disagreement, but still achieve politeness. This is extremely important in negotiation, that even when there is no opportunity for a deal and that the people on opposite sides do not agree, we are still polite and we still know how to express that politeness. When we try to conclude certain parts of the deal, we must know how to move on, how to develop the negotiation to the next stages. For this, we can use the expressions. Let's look at the points we agree on. Shall we try to sum up the main points of our discussion? Have I left anything out? Let's confirm the details then. And we can also ask, are there any further questions? Is there any other business? And hopefully, once you have concluded the individual points of the agreement, of the deal, you can close the deal. You can bring the meeting to an end, hopefully, with a big agreement. So, to close, we can say, let's call it a day there. I'm willing to work with that. We agree on these terms. I'm satisfied with this decision. And I think we should get this in writing. Okay, well, I hope these expressions will be useful for you and that any future negotiation using these expressions is very successful. Thank you very much and happy negotiating.